Hey y'all, give me a second. I always have to type it in. So I decided to go live a little bit later than usual. Because usually I go live like early in the day, but it's late. And it's been a busy day. So we're just waiting on Instagram to get ready as well. I'm sorry, not Instagram, Facebook. To get ready as well. Okay, so boom, we live on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so boom. So I am reading the Facebook doing that thing again that I don't like. It's directing it all to me. But anyway, okay. So now that it's public, everything is good. Okay. So I'm reading this book called 1031 Exchanges Made Easy. Right? So this is a book on tax-free wealth. Now, I found this book by reading Robert Kiyosaki's The Unfair Advantage. Now, it's talking about how to have tax-free wealth. So a lot of people want to know, how does Trump do it? Like, how does he get away with paying taxes outside of him being, what's the word for it? Law breaking, against doing things against the law. Like, how does he and other huge business owners get out of paying taxes? So say, for example, you have the founder of Amazon. He does not pay taxes. You have so many big businesses and corporations who do not pay taxes. You also have so many investors who don't pay taxes. And it is a book called Tax-Free Wealth. And this book that I'm reading, which is the 1031 Exchanges Made Easy, this one is the second edition. There is one before this. But all in all, they are not paying taxes. So when I say this, people are like, okay, well, how can I get started with this? How can I do this? I don't have the capital. I don't have that. Listen, you start with your freaking credit. Because when you're able to get accounts that are at your leisure, you're now able to leverage them. It is now up to you on whether or not you decide you're going to use them for liabilities, which is clothes, shoes, and things that will not make you money, or if you're going to use them towards assets, things that, taking your money and buying more money with it. That's one of my coaches said that. It's like, take the money that you have and buy more money with it. This is how you do that, by asset creation. So my focus now is, okay, help people, because I told y'all I'm not going to be in this space forever of solely teaching people just how to fix their credit. Yes, this is my love. I wake up, I sleep, I eat, I breathe credit, right? That's what I love to do. However, it does not stop here. So that foundational piece is going to be understanding your credit so then you can leverage it. And then we're going to move on to my other courses that have to do with taxes and how to obtain tax-free wealth. That's coming in 2021. But in the midst of it all, you have to know how to take your current money and buy more money with it, right? So a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm getting my credit fixed to get a home. Depending on how you're going to use that home, it's going to be looked at as an liability, or as a liability, versus if you were to take that first amount of money that you have and then turn it into an asset producing type of thing first, and then buying your home and allowing you to live free that way. So what I mean is, by this, you have some locators, like rental locator programs. Even if you already know where you want to move, even if you know where you already want to go, you have some locators who have perks, meaning they'll give you up to a certain amount of money. It's one out here. They give you, they'll locate an apartment for you completely free. Completely free. All you have to do is use their service. They're going to be completely free, and they're getting paid for that. At the end of the deal, when you sign your lease with this new company, right? Boom, you end up staying with the rental property for a year. Do you know they give you up to $25,000 on your first home? Who says your first home doesn't have to be a rental property? Like, you could get a duplex. You can get a triplex. You can get like a little small unit, or you could just get one and turn that into an income producing asset. And then get your luxury items. Those things are not considered liabilities, a home, car, this, that, and the third, because now you have put it into something else. So this is why I say, listen, at the end of the day, we're all starting from somewhere. And if you know we were not, as a community, if we were not afforded the same opportunities as other communities, how can you use the resources that you have? Stop complaining. Stop acting blind when the answers are right in front of you. But you have to stop complaining first, instead of saying, I can't do this, we can't do this, they don't like us. No, instead, how can I do this? Where can I get this done? What can I do to make this, to make this thing work? And by doing that, that's how you find your solution. Just how I said, me personally, say I could be looking for an apartment. And I'm like, well, this is too much work. So let me use this locator. And by me using this locator in this area, that's why when you have apartment locators in your area, ask them for perks, because a lot of them have money that they're willing to give you on your first property. Your first property could be an income producing property. And during the entire year that you're renting, you could be working on your credit even more, so that when it's time to put that up to $25,000 towards a property, you can also have a great credit score to where you can obtain more money to, if it's a fixer-upper or if anything like that, boom, flip that. Now guess what you got? You have an income producing property. You have a income producing property. You have money that was given to you from your locators. Not only do you have that, but you were working on your credit the entire time that you were renting a place for that entire year, and then they gave you that money. Now you're using that extra, money that they've given you to now flip it into an income producing property. Like when I say the game is so there, 1031 exchanges is a way that you can have tax-free wealth. This is how most of the wealthy are doing it. If you can't beat them, join them. You already know this country is not going to change like that. It's not going to change overnight. Yes, they're obviously making changes to make things more difficult, but this is why you stay educated. Correct? Am I correct? Y'all could talk to me and let me know if I'm correct. Right? But they're not going to just, because this is how they're making their money. So if you can't beat them, why are you sitting back complaining about, oh, the wealthy always doing this, that, and the third? Why are you being poor? Why are you sitting there with this limiting mindset as if you can't do the same doggone thing? Oh, they don't like us like that. They don't want to give us the opportunity. Make opportunities. You think people giving things to me? You think you don't think I still get denied for things? Oh, yes, I do. I do. Great credit score and all. That's why I be telling y'all, it's not always about the score. It's about the balance of your file, right? Yes, a great score is great, right? I know people in the 700s, but they got a little few dings and things like that going on. However, are they stopping at the first no? No. They're making a way. So you have to make a way as well. This is why education is essential. This is why I have the A to Z Credit Masterclass. This is why I'm getting the type of feedback that I'm getting from my students, because I'm not setting them up just to get cars and homes that they can't afford, that they can't balance. I'm sick of these realtors telling them, oh, a home is an asset, a home is an asset. Yes, a home is an asset if you know how to position yourself properly. So this is my challenge for everyone that's in an industry that has potential assets for customers. Teach them beyond just the closing to get, to make this an actual asset. Teach them beyond just a few credit repair letters on how to actually balance your file, how to leverage that. I have students in my masterclass right now to date that are leveraging their credit to get business credit, that are leveraging their credit to obtain investment real estate properties. I have students in my class that are leveraging that for velocity banking, that's helping them bring down any bad debt that they have so that they can now leverage any good debt that they have. I have them leveraging and being educated on how to invest in the stock markets. I'm not investing in these things by myself. Any denial letters that I'm getting, I'm teaching them how to break those down. I'm getting them to those points where you can understand every single aspect, because the power is within you. But the power is not going to be ignited unless you get up and do the doggone thing. So this is why I say credit has everything to do with generational wealth, because those who continue to remain uneducated, continue to just throw things and people say, oh, you fix all of my problems, and then they continue to get themselves in the same trouble over and over again. Those are going to be the same folks when it comes down to generational wealth. They are lacking. Now, how many of y'all can say that your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, because you got to understand what I'm saying right here. We had parents and grandparents who left us homes, who left us money, who left us things. However, we did not understand how to leverage and how to properly use it. My grandmother had a home that we could have properly leveraged if we were 100% educated, not even 100%, even 50% educated in that field. We could have done a lot better with that process than what was done. We had properties that our grandparents and great-grandparents left us that was stripped away from us by another community. All because we didn't know, or we didn't want to deal with the hassle. When in reality, it's not that tough. You just being lazy. Oh, but you want generational wealth for your people. You want generational wealth, but you being lazy. You want generational wealth, but you remaining uneducated. You want generational wealth, but yet you giving up opportunities left and right, free and paid. I'm having free credit webinars next Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Starting next Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. You gonna show up? You gonna get this knowledge so that you can take that to generational wealth? Or you gonna continue to sleep on yourself, your family, and your future kids? Huh? It's free. It's free. How you gonna sleep on free information but then complain about things being the same? Get your butt up and do something about it. You're not gonna get nothing done complaining and still sitting there looking stupid. I'm not calling you stupid, but I'm saying if you continue to do the same things over and over again and expect a different result, you are completing the definition of insanity. That's what you're doing. And I love y'all. This is why I bring y'all free content all the time. I love y'all. This is why I bring y'all the nuggets all the time. I love y'all. This is why I'm giving y'all resource after resource after resource. Why continue to be a part of the same cycle that is taking you and your family out the game? The best thing that you can give to your kids is things that you never had, and that is knowledge. Yes, am I going to give my kids toys and give them things like that? Yep, but they're going to also have an investment property. Yes, they're going to have this. And not only they're going to have that, but they're going to know how to run it. And I'm going to encourage them to always find out the newest and updated education. Because at some point, I may not be as up to speed as I am right now. And I'm gonna pass that torch to my kids. You guys have to do the same thing. The best thing, because don't expect them to get that education in the school system. Don't expect it. I can't be everywhere at one time as much as I'd love to be. I can't be everywhere at one time. I'm doing my best, the best that I can to get into these school systems. But who said I'm going to be able to be everywhere at once? This is why when you have the opportunity, take full advantage. Credit has everything to do with your generational wealth, because right now society is using that and using our lack of knowledge, our lack of adrenaline to pull that knowledge in against us. They're using that to hold us down, or they're using all this flashy stuff. If you really look at the marketing in the poor communities versus in the wealthy communities, baby, you'll be like, wait, quality promotion, quality items that's going to them. But in our poor communities, or majority our communities, they're trying to target us with liabilities so that we can feel like, oh, I just want to be on top. I want to live like the Joneses. Baby, get your life together. All that them luxury items gonna be there. You ain't think I wanted my car in January? I probably could have got it in January. You ain't think I wanted my car in January? I did. But I said, no, I got to keep building these assets before I get that. You ain't think I wanted to, do certain stuff? Of course. But this came first. This came first. And now I'm learning about tax-free wealth. So now I can lead my folks into the next 2-3 years. We're going to be talking about all my folks that have gotten they credit together. Now we're moving on to taxes. Now we're moving on to real estate. Now we're moving on to business credit. Now we're moving on to these other things. We're not staying stuck in the same cycle. Stop going to these people that's going to, quote unquote, fix your credit overnight and have you looking in the same dumb position, all because you did not get any knowledge out of it. The key is knowledge. Why you think they didn't want us to read back in slave times? Huh? Because they knew we was going to walk off that land if we knew. If we knew what was in them books. They hide so much knowledge in these books. That's why my bookshelf is overflowing right now. And I'm actually reading those books. And I'm bringing the knowledge to you, but you can't expect me to bring everything to you because see, it's things that you're going to interpret in that book that I'm not. Because we in 2 different wavelengths. It's going to be people that you can reach, but I'm not going to be able to reach. Use your gifts. Get your ass out there and do what you got to do. Period. I've got a calling and I'm walking in mine. I want you to do the same thing, but the first thing you got to do is you got to get your foundational part in underway. You got to understand your credit. You honestly, do I think credit is a scam? Hell yeah. Credit is a scam. Just like I think college is a scam. Did I go to college? Yeah. Am I learning about credit? Yeah, because I want to know what my enemies know. I want to know what y'all holding against me so I can hold it against you. When I know how to work it better than you do. The one thing that our community has is the power to do things better than any motherfucker out there. That's just facts. So, it's time to get your house in order. Do not go into another year stuck in the same position. Get on your Credit Karma. People are like, oh, I don't want to use Credit Karma. It ain't accurate. Yeah, but the information is. And if you understood the difference between FICO and Vantage, you would know how to get them alignment. Don't know how to do that? A to Z Credit Masterclass to teach you that. Because it will. Because it will. So it's like at the end of the day, you have to take that stepping stone. You have to understand where your disciplines fall short. You have to understand where your temptations are taking over your budget. You have to understand where you are in order to know where you're going. If you say you want to lose weight, guess what? You got to step on that scale because you got to set a goal. So the same thing. If you want to have generational wealth, it does not take 40 years to obtain. At most 3 to 5 years. I'm realizing that I'm in my 3rd year and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the wealth. You guys got to feel it too. So, generational wealth, start with your foundation. That's credit because it's going to reveal your disciplines. It's going to reveal where you are, where you need to go, set a goal, and make it happen. Because next year, it's going to still be about credit. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of my students are going to be transitioning from one class to the tax class. From the tax class to the business credit class. Because I'm telling you, our next live, I'm going to be talking to y'all about how to not throw your tax checks away into old creditors. I did a live about that before, but I got some more information that I would love to share with you guys. So until next time, I'm about to go enjoy this beautiful view, have me a glass of Whizzle, and enjoy my night. Love y'all. Bye.